Hey y'all, it's Tarnette. BJ and I are eager to share more answers to where y'all been. These are our experiences and our opinion. We hope you find this informative, inspiring, and entertaining. In this episode, we share how we spent our Christmas break in 2022. Our plans were to go to a new state and see some snowy sights, but it ended up being all sunshine, kind of. We also share some things we learned about resort fees. To get notified of future videos, subscribe to this channel and choose the notification bell. The first place we stayed and played was in Jacksonville, Florida, where we participated in my family's Christmas pajama party. The adult-only affair included food, games, and adult drinks, but we just enjoyed the games and the soul food. Our second stay was a week in Orlando, Florida at a nice family-friendly resort. We stayed in a condo, participated in resort activities like trivia, bingo, and billiards. We did a craft and watched a movie. Our summer son or nephew came along and enjoyed using the fitness center and playing lots of basketball. He played the PlayStation with our baby girl, and he was our photographer for our anniversary photo shoot. Even though we had lots of activities on site, we also went off-site to eat, explore, be entertained, and visit with one of my friends from high school. Two things we didn't like about being in Orlando was the tolls and the limited cell phone service. For our third stay, we were supposed to meet our middle child in Alaska and hang out for a few days. However, the winter weather caused so many flight delays that our chance of making connecting flights were low. So we stopped our middle child mid-trip and sent her back home. Then we spent another night in Orlando while we decided on our next move. Since the Florida Keys were on our mind before we made our final plans to visit Alaska, we chose to drive to Key Largo and spend a couple of nights there while we waited on some of our luggage to return from Alaska. The first night we stayed at a Hilton resort that was like being in the Amazon rainforest with beautiful views. We were upgraded to one of the best suites with the ocean within a few feet of our balcony. We enjoyed non-alcoholic fruit drinks and playing billiards and Scrabble. BJ went fishing and the cold water was really abnormal, so we'd like to visit the resort again in the future. The next night, we stayed at a courtyard, and though our room didn't have a good view, there were some great views of the marina if you were in the lobby. Autumn even found a coconut on our walk around the neighborhood. On our way back north, we decided to stop in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for a night, and we had never stayed there before. We just passed through, so we found a great courtyard on the beach with great views. We were upgraded to a great room, and when we had some issues with it, the front desk clerk upgraded us again to a corner room with amazing views. The Florida temperatures were back to normal, which allowed us to enjoy a dip in the pool and a dip in the ocean. We also took walks on the beach, a walk down the strip, and we tried local restaurants. Everything was great at the hotel, but the parking fees were ridiculous and could be less. Next, we picked up our luggage in Orlando, Florida. Then we drove to New Smyrna Beach to stay overnight. This was another place we'd never visited, and we just wanted to check it out before we continued north. We had traveled most of the day, so by the time we arrived there, we just tried a local restaurant, hung out in the hotel lobby, and rested. Our final stay in the Sunshine State was at St. Augustine Beach. I discovered a hotel by Hilton on the beach about a year earlier and really wanted to check it out. Well, we finally had a chance on this trip, and we had lots of Hilton Honors points to supplement the cost. I wish we had a better view from our room, but the hotel was really busy for the holidays, which is understandable. The outdoor seating areas and the pool had great oceanfront views though, so I enjoyed those as much as I could while we were there. The on-site restaurant was also really good. While in St. Augustine, we tried some local restaurants and decided to visit the lighthouse. I convinced our baby girl to walk up the 219 stairs, which translates to 14 stories. It was interesting and an experience that we never have to do again. Our last stay was in Savannah, Georgia. This stop was just a stop to break up our trip and enjoy a few of the restaurants that we've eaten at before, but we did try one new restaurant there. Speaking of restaurants, places we ate include Twisty Treat in Kissimmee, Florida, Raglan Road Irish Pub in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. In Orlando, Florida, we tried Don Shula Steakhouse at Disney Epcot, and this was our anniversary dinner. We also tried Cooke's at Disney Springs, Amoret at Disney Springs, King Cajun Crawfish, Buca de Pebo family-style Italian restaurant, Bahama Breeze, Toothsome Chocolate at Universal City Walk, Jinya Ramen and the Sugar Factory. In Key Largo, Florida, we tried the Lazy Lobster, which has great key lime pie, Miss Mac's Kitchen, Fish House, and Conch House. In Fort Lauderdale Beach, Florida, we tried Cafe Del Mar and Fat Boys Barbecue. We ate at the Courtyard Grill in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. In St. Augustine Beach, Florida, we tried Harry's, Choco Lattes, Bovine, Cool Breeze Ice Cream, Harvest and Real, and Brisky's Barbecue. Then in Savannah, Georgia, a new place we tried was the Shrimp Factory. Places we played include Summer Bay Resort in Orlando, Florida, Fun Spot America in Orlando, Florida, Game Time in Kissimmee, Florida, Embassy Suites in St. Augustine, Florida. And places we explored were Disney Springs and Universal Studios City Walk. Our tip for this trip is on resort fees. Do you know if your activity is included in your hotel stay? Well, check out the resort fees. When we first began traveling, if we were looking for hotels and saw there was a resort fee, we kept on looking. Lately, we've learned a couple of things about resort fees. First, there could be some pretty cool activities like paddle boat and bike rentals included in the fee. Second, there could be hotel credits included in the resort fee, which is like you putting money into the fee just to get it back at the market or the bar. Finally, the resort fee can be waived at hotels if you purchase the room with points. So now we pay attention to what is included in the resort fee before we just dismiss the hotel altogether. And we'll share the name of a few hotels where we don't mind paying the resort fee because we know that it's basically prepaying for tangible things. Then you can see more details in this episode's description. Those hotels are Residence Inn in Jekyll Island, Georgia, Baker's Cay in Key Largo, Florida, the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, Embassy Suites in St. Augustine Beach, Florida, and Hilton Oceanfront in Daytona Beach, Florida. The year 2022 wasn't all sunshine, but we made it through. Now we'll pause in answering where y'all been. If you enjoyed it, like it and share it. To get notified of future videos, subscribe to this channel and select the notification bell.